good, YouTube? It's Dens here, and today I'm going to be coming at you guys with a new series I'm going to be starting where I'm just revisiting certain games that I do love. So Fallout Day was recent, and I am just revisiting Fallout 4 because Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is something that exists and is coming out, and I potentially will do a playthrough for that all over again. So yep, I'm pretty much just going to be talking about a day of me playing Fallout 4, what's been done, quests that I've done, etc. So just to start off, I turned in a quest to Preston Garvey that I was doing, just pretty much a normal quest, just helping out a settlement. I think they're defeating super mutants, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. I also did have a lot of gear on me that I needed to deposit, so one thing that I do is I collect a lot of power armor parts and just store them all in a big container. I really do love power armor in this game, customizing power armor, different pieces that I can do, different modifications. I still have a lot of skills to level up in terms of like upgrades for the power armor, but that's a work in progress. Like, I don't even have a jetpack, and I'm currently working towards getting one. I ended up finding a Gauss rifle also, which is cool. I'm a huge Gauss rifle fan since Fallout 3. I love Gauss rifles. I do main the last minute, the sniper kind of Gauss rifle that you get from Ronnie Shaw at the castle. That's my main gun in this game, so yeah, big Gauss rifle fan. Then I decided to store all the junk, just pretty much empty out the inventory, because anytime I go out to do anything and come back in, you always have to empty out the inventory. I do collect a lot of gear. So my character's health was low, and just to avoid myself from using stimpaks, because to be fair, I was running quite low on stimpaks. I think I had 18 overall, and that's in storage. So I decided to just go sleep instead of actually using stimpaks. Just a quick little tour of my player home. I really did build up this sanctuary very well. I might even just do like a sanctuary tour soon. But yeah, this building that I'm in right now is kind of just like a couple of cool places in here you can modify, a couple of workbenches in here, and then at the very, very top floor there's the bedroom kind of thing for myself. But yeah, slept for an hour just to get the health back, then back into the power armor and on the way. But I actually do love customizing. I really did put a lot of time into customizing this sanctuary, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Like, very, very happy. Might do a sanctuary tour soon. Who knows? Who knows? So just before heading out, what I went to do was, because I did come back from combat, I went to check my power armor. Wanted to repair my power armor, check and see the health of each piece, and there were a couple of pieces that needed to be repaired. I got to work on repairing those, and then I quickly got to a point where I realized I didn't have enough aluminium for the rest. So I was low on aluminium and copper, so I had it marked anyway, so whenever I'm out there I will find aluminium, pick them all up, and yeah, I just do need to prioritize maybe a day where I head out and just start picking up junk for crafting and for repairing things. So yeah, picked up a quest from Preston Garvey where I had to go help out a settlement. It's actually been a while since I've played Fallout 4, so I do know there are a lot of massive updates. I've pretty much completed all DLCs in this game. So yeah, there's quite a lot that I do forget, but it does feel good to be back. So I was tasked with defeating some raiders to help that settlement, and then on the way there, I got a kind of like a side quest to help the Institute defend the checkpoint. I was on a bridge looking at it with my last minute scope, and then I seen 2 raiders in the power armor, and then I seen 1 raider just chilling. So I decided to take them out just to help the Institute clear the checkpoint. The last minute is honestly insanely overpowered. Like, I highly do recommend getting this weapon. You have to do the mission where you help the Minutemen at the castle, and then Ronnie Shaw, she'll be selling this. I did find an abandoned building, and then I had a look inside the building, and I found a note, Dr. Forsyth's note, and then some test tubes. So yeah, took the note, read the note, and then it did open up a quest for me in Vault 81, I believe, which I have no idea what that is. Now, I've done a lot of the quests in Fallout 4. I've done a couple of playthroughs, not too many, but I do know a lot of the side quests in this game, and I actually don't remember this one at all, so that's kind of exciting, I guess. But yeah, picked up the note, read it, unlocked that quest, and then it's just another thing for me to do. But I told myself I'm going to continue with this quest first, where I have to take out the raiders. Off in the distance, I did find Operators, one of the gangs from the Nuka World DLC. Now, for Nuka World DLC, the ending that I chose was the open season ending, where you just decide to defeat all of the gangs and to not participate, not to work with them. You take out all the gangs and pretty much side with the slavers. That's what I done. So every now and then I get ambushed by Operators, the Packs, and the Disciples. The Operators decided to ambush me in this run here, so I did feel it was the best ending to Nuka World. I know I missed out on a lot of perks, even the achievement, because you can get an achievement for like beating Nuka World, because open season technically doesn't count as finishing it. But I didn't care too much. I mean, it was just a terrible, like, Nuka World didn't let you become a good person, you know? There was no way at all. Which is okay. I mean, it is a Raider DLC, so that's expected. But I do like that we have an ending where you can choose to not side with any of them. So after being outside, I did manage to find another Institute checkpoint. I was being attacked, this time by the Brotherhood of Steel. As you probably guessed by now, I beat Fallout 4 with the Institute ending. I felt it was the ending that made the most sense. I can dive into all of that, talking about the lore, what influenced my decision, what I think about each faction. I potentially will make a video on that because it is a very, very interesting topic in all the games, like in Fallout New Vegas also, and in Fallout 4. The factions and why you should choose certain ones are very, very interesting. So yeah, we managed to take out the Brotherhood of Steel, brought the Vertebrate down, and I did find a full set of T-51B power armor with a power armor just sitting there. So what I decided to do was save the location so I can come back and actually collect the power armor, but I took the full set of the T-51B, and I also took all of the power armor pieces that the Brotherhood of Steel was wearing, because like I said, I'm just collecting a bunch of pieces. I really have like a really, really cool idea, similar to Tony Stark in Iron Man 3 when he just had like a ton of suits. That's what I want to do in this game. But yeah, I took all the pieces out of the suit itself, left the suit here. I marked it on the map just so I can come back and collect it itself. Majority of the pieces that I was carrying, transferred them to Ada, and then I got on the move. I decided, let me stop getting sidetracked and just go take out this Raider camp. And that's what my guy looks like, by the way. Enclave Hellfire armor. Armor piece that I wear in Fallout 3, so it was only right that I rocked the exact same one in Fallout 4. Once I got inside the building that had the Raiders in, I was just looting different miscellaneous items just so I can get myself materials for crafting and for repairing power armor. I then found a door that I actually couldn't open at all because I needed a higher skill in the security terminal. I couldn't see anything too crazy in there. I mean, there was a mini nuke on the table, but I think you can buy mini nuke as ammo, so I'm not too fussed about it. Plus, I don't even use Fat Man, so I decided to take out these Raiders. I tried to do it stealthy. I don't know why I've done this. It doesn't matter too much because they are level 1 enemies and I'm level 55, I believe. My character is very, very OP. And I do play this game on very hard difficulty also. It's not on survival. It's on very hard. So yeah, I went back up to check and see if I could loot that little room, open the door, and I actually couldn't because that's when I found out my skill was too low for science. So that will need to be increased. Couple things I do need to focus on with my character in terms of just making the game better and easier for me. Went downstairs, I proceeded to continue taking out these Raiders and just continue looting the room. And there was a lot of things that I needed to get. Aluminium was definitely one of them. I was running low on ammo and certain weapons also. I do like to keep myself very, very stocked up, so I do spend a lot of money on buying ammo in this game. Walked into the other side of the room. I did manage to find the last couple of Raiders that I needed to take out and took them all out, and then that managed to finish the quest for me. Raiders aren't even hard to take out in this game, even the ones in power armor. It's just that my character is a high level and majority of the Raiders that you meet are not a high level, so that's how it works really. Proceeded to loot all the Raiders and then just continued to loot the building, check and see what I could find. I really needed things to help me repair power armor because I use power armor a lot, you see. When I first started playing Fallout 4, I didn't use it as much, but obviously as the game got tougher, I kind of had to start using power armor. And I love the customization options you can get on them. I can't wait to unlock the jetpack on the power armor. I've been a Fallout fan for a long, long time, and the Fallout show actually made me like power armor even more. I don't know how, you know, I've been playing Fallout since 2009, I think. And I've always liked power armor. It's just the Fallout show made me like it even more. Speaking of the Fallout show, I might actually rewatch season 1. Just now that I think of it. I'm excited for season 2 as well. Can't wait for that to come out. I believe that's in December that's coming out. So I am hyped to see that where we go to New Vegas. Anyways, I continued to loot the building just to see what else we had. I did find a small bit of aluminium. Found some gas canisters. Yeah, so it did seem like I was finding a lot of aluminium. When I went to turn in the quest, all the settlers put their guns out. I was wondering why they had their guns out, and turns out that there was a raider just down the road with some turrets. We proceeded to take out the raiders and the turrets just to clear the area. It was quite odd because the first time I visited, this actually didn't happen. So I don't know if they were always there. Seeing as the turrets were there, I assumed that they were, but I'm not sure. The entire camp came out to fight, which is kind of crazy because there was a lot of people. So yeah, it was literally just one raider and then 2 turrets. So I don't know how we didn't spot that the first time we arrived, but at least they're out now. I checked the area just to see if there were any more turrets, any more raiders, and it did seem like we managed to get all of them. Looted the back of the kind of truck, broken down van or a bus, I don't even know what this is, and then I managed to find some ammo at the back. I proceeded to loot the machine gun turrets and found some pieces that I would need for crafting. After this, I turned in my quest just to let them know that the raiders have been taken care of. So that was really good on this side. Managed to complete the quest, and then I'd have to return to Preston Garvey. I actually remember when I played Fallout 4 like regularly, I never used to do these quests. I do like one every now and then, but I actually rarely do these Preston Garvey quests. Anyways, I went back to Sanctuary, gave the quest to Preston, and proceeded to, same thing like I said previously, just store all the power armor pieces into the little containers. One thing I like about this game actually, you don't have a limit. Like, you can store as much as you want in these containers. It's been like that with like all the Fallout games except for 76. 76 you actually have a limit to how much you can store, which is very annoying. That's one thing that kind of like, I wouldn't say demotivated me, but it was very annoying to constantly do inventory management in Fallout 76. Anyways, I did get a quest where I had to go look at an electronics store, so went into downtown Boston and then proceeded to find some disciples this time, whereas we were attacked by the operators last time. So the disciples are the ones that jumped us this time. Did find them fighting some ghouls, so managed to get rid of all of them and take them all out. Then we were attacked by some raiders, and like I said, raiders at this point in the game don't give us any problems at all. So I proceeded to loot all the enemies, including the ghouls, because there were quite a lot. I did find some materials that I would need. Yeah, and I also picked up some legendary items from the disciples themselves. I did see a group of raiders, a very small group of raiders in the distance that were probably investigating the noise that they heard. Managed to take them out quickly with the last minute and continued on my way. The last minute is very powerful. I think in terms of just pure damage, other than Fat Man's of course, I think it's the most powerful gun in the game. I could be wrong, but I'm yet to find something more powerful than this gun. I mean, I love it. If you have like a stealth sniper build with the last minute, you can do some crazy things. Anyways, I managed to reach the electronics store, and then once again I was hit with a help defend the checkpoint quest, so I went out to investigate and see what exactly it was. More synths, had to help the Institute again, and this time they were fighting a Deathclaw. It was only one Deathclaw, which wasn't too bad. Deathclaws are also a thing that's not much of a threat in this game to me anymore. Maybe the different variants are, but just the normal Deathclaw, when I'm in power armor especially, not much of a threat. My weapons do a lot of damage to them, especially the last minute. When I'm out of my power armor, that's when I'm panicking big time. So yeah, we managed to take out the Deathclaw quite easily, and yeah, that wasn't too bad. I then did see a container which had power armor inside. Now I couldn't loot it, I couldn't get it out, which kind of sucked, but I mean, I wasn't too fussed about it. I then went inside the electronics store. I went in stealthy, and I did see some robots, but it just seemed like they were all turned off. They all were hostile, so I did proceed to take them all out, but they didn't attack me, didn't do anything, so it seemed like they were turned off or something. I'm not entirely sure, but they were all just static, didn't do anything, didn't react to anything, so I took them all out anyways. Why not get the experience? And I proceeded to loot inside the building. Now I did find a lot of junk items that I would need and use for repairs and crafting, so I'm very happy in that sense. I am in an electronics store, and one thing that I did learn is when I left, I actually didn't loot everything, so I might just come back to this place and loot absolutely everything, because I do believe there are things that I would need. I did find a note about a guy called the Black Devil who takes out raiders, and then it's a thing that he's gone missing. We're unsure where he is, so I just went out to investigate where the quest brought me. I did find some Enclave remnants at the power station that I needed to go to, or the relay station. I'm not even entirely sure what it was. I did manage to take them out quite handily, wasn't an issue at all, didn't cause me any stress. I did also get a quest saying follow the radio distress signal, which I did try to follow after completing this. But yeah, I'm at the relay tower, managed to take out the remnants, and then get to work on the quest itself. Midway through doing this, we were once again attacked by one of the Nuka World gangs. It's a very, very common thing that we're constantly getting attacked by them, but the disciples decided to attack us, and we just got to work in terms of taking them all out. Now, I was running low on shotgun ammo, and I only realized it now, so I also need to note that I need to go buy some shotgun ammo. But these disciples were actually strong. I mean, if you can see, level 39, pretty much 40. It took quite a bit to take them down, and they were doing a lot of damage to me. My shotgun wasn't doing the best, but yeah, managed to get them down, take them down, so wasn't too much of a fuss, but there were a couple of close calls. Especially with the shotgun, I mean, I did run out of ammo and then had to start using something else. For enemies like these, I don't want to use last minute because it's a waste of ammo. I really want to use it on the more powerful big enemies like, say, the Super Mutants or the Death Claws. They have Mirelurks, Mirelurk Queens, Mirelurks Kings, and the Super Mutant Behemoths. I mainly want to use last minute on like really, really powerful enemies, even like enemies in power armor, the Brotherhood of Steel. But I was forced to use it here because these disciples actually were somewhat tough. Ammo for the last minute also is, I wouldn't say hard to get, but since I destroyed the Brotherhood of Steel, there are vendors that still sell it, but they don't sell a lot, you see. So, and it is expensive. So it's very, very expensive, to be fair. So I decided to start following the distress signal for a small bit, and then we were ambushed and attacked by rad scorpions. It seems like we've been getting ambushed by absolutely everything during this run. So yeah, we took out a legendary rad scorpion, and I proceeded to continue following the distress signal right after this. Upon trying to follow the distress signal, I did stumble upon a location which had a ton of super mutants, like a lot, and they started firing on us, so we obviously had to go into the location and take them all out. I'm telling you, the last minute, I'll continue to glaze the last minute forever. You guys need to get this gun. If you're just stepping into Fallout 4, or if you've been playing Fallout 4 and don't have this, go get the last minute. It's the best gun in the game. Like, I can easily say that. It's such a powerful weapon. Like, any enemy at all, this gun will help you with any enemy, especially if you have your perks and your build set up in a way that helps it too much. I'm not using it to its full potential. I do have like kind of like a stealth build itself, and it's extremely, extremely powerful when you have it with a stealth build. I mean, it's a sniper rifle essentially, but absolutely amazing. It's just insanely powerful. You take down everything really, really fast with it. It's my most powerful weapon. I don't use Fat Mans a lot. I probably should start using them a lot more, but I don't. At this point in Fallout 4, my main goal is just to do a lot of cool stuff. I've completed the majority of the quests in the game. I've completed the DLCs in the game. The Anniversary Edition is kind of exciting because of the creation, so I'm excited to play that. Potentially will do a playthrough for it. But at this point in Fallout 4, I'm just building up settlements. Like I said, I want to do like a cool room where I can showcase all of my power armor. So I'm pretty much just working on those, just building up settlements and then decoration at this point. I mean, there's nothing else for me to do in this game. I've done almost everything that I wanted to do, or every cool thing. Also, I do recommend getting the Big Leagues perk because you can do really cool things, and I'm about to show you what you can do in this. I think it's called the Big Leagues, the one where you knock their heads off, just like that. But yeah, once taking out that super mutant, I did see a named super mutant called Hammer. Now, I'm not sure if he was tied to a quest of some sort. I didn't have the quest if he was, but I went out and I took him out. It's pretty easy. Level 48. I thought he'd be stronger, but yeah. Or maybe the last minute is just too powerful. This video is sponsored by Last Minute. It's just a last minute glaze at this point. But yeah, I'm not sure if Hammer was related to a quest, but if he was, I mean, I guess when I get the quest, he's already gone, so. This area was filled with a ton of super mutants. Now, this is my first time ever visiting this area in Fallout. I do know that there are a bunch of updates in the game. I don't know if they added any new locations in the game, because I haven't been in the loop with Fallout 4 too much recently. I'm not entirely sure, but there were a lot of super mutants in this, and then robots came in to fight us also. Robot Tankbot. I mentioned and realized that I messed up with that grenade throw right there, so proceeded to just continue to use last minute to take them all out. But what's crazy is this video wasn't even supposed to be just a huge amount of combat. I really wanted to get quests done, get things done, go explore, but it just turns out that we were getting absolutely ambushed and destroyed by everything. The Brotherhood of Steel even managed to join the fight and try to get a third party on us. There was a vertebrate flying above and a couple of Brotherhood of Steel knights dropped down. Did manage to take them out quite easily. But yeah, it just seems like we were getting attacked by everything from mole rats to rad scorpions to death claws to Brotherhood of Steel, super mutants, even the gangs. Like everything was attacking us in this video. So, but the good thing about this was I was getting a ton of loot. So when I do return back to base, there was a lot that I could store and a lot that I could use. So that's really good about making these journeys and these trips. Managed to take out the 2 Brotherhood of Steel knights that attacked us, and there were more super mutants in the area that we needed to take out. I thought we had taken them all out, but apparently there was more in the area. I'm unsure if they came into the camp or if they were already here the entire time. But yeah, we proceeded to take them out. Like I said, I'm going to continue to loot power armor, take all the pieces that I can find. I did manage to loot them off the Brotherhood of Steel soldiers, pass them all onto Ada, and yeah. The vertebrate did land itself. I did manage to take out the gunner, and then we worked on taking the vertebrate itself down fully. Now, one thing that I'm unsure of in this game is if you take down a vertebrate, can you actually loot the bodies inside it? Like, do they fall out of the vertebrate and you can loot them? Or do they just get blown up into a million pieces and you can't find the body anymore? Also, I was over encumbered in this part, so that's why I'm not moving fast. But I decided to just sort out loot once I was finished taking everything out. I continued to work on getting the vertebrate down. I was doing quite well, to be honest. So I don't understand why they would take off again and stick around when the gunner is down, but whatever. Anyways, we did manage to take down the vertebrate. It came down, crashed in the building and exploded. So that was really good for us. We did manage to take out all the Brotherhood of Steel, and then all that we had left to take out were just more super mutants in the area. But I did get sidetracked massively. I mean, first I was doing a quest where I was looking for the Black Devil, then I was going to look for the distress signal, and then I got distracted and came to fight this entire town. So there's just a lot going on, and I even have the quest from Vault 81. So there's quite a lot for me to do. I did manage to find a super mutant overlord, in the other side of the town. So I got to work on taking him out, and he was guarded by a turret. He was a legendary enemy, so he did manage to get his health back up, but last minute, like I said, no issue. At this point, I actually did look at my ammo and realized that I'd used a lot of ammo for the last minute, so I really just need to head out and get some more ammo. Potentially, I'll go to the Institute, see if their vendors have any, but I normally just buy from the weapons vendor in Diamond City. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I know the Brotherhood of Steel vendors had some good ones, but like I mentioned before, we destroyed the Brotherhood of Steel in this playthrough. After taking out the Overlord, what I said to myself was that I would continue with the distress signal, and then after the distress signal, I'd get to work and finish with the Black Devil quest, and then we'd go out and do the Vault 81 quest. There were a lot of explosions happening, and I still was in danger, so I was just checking to see which enemies were in the area and which enemies could see us. I realized I was getting shot by a turret, and then I told myself, surely not, like, we've been fighting enemies this entire time. My power armor was getting very damaged, even my right arm was on the verge of breaking itself. I then seen a mutant hound, and I thought surely this has to be the very last enemy we fight. I really don't want another group of super mutants or disciples or operators to attack us, but it turns out that that was all that we had to deal with. But yeah, I mean, this video was just kind of like a fun video for me to make, just revisiting Fallout 4. I more than likely will continue this, seeing as it just was very fun. At this point I was exhausted. I mean, it's just that we just been fighting and constantly fighting, but I'll continue this, guys, in a part 2 if you guys do want. Be sure to like the video, check the links down below in the description for my Twitch and Discord. Thank you all for watching, and hope you guys have a good one.